Okay, so Rebel Moon. I don't know if this is based on something. Like everything is fucking based on something because we can't do anything new. The cello, I think. Or it's like a bass.
Do you know the...
Are you serious? I was like kind of into it, and then we're doing the fucking narration. Do you know this is the girl? Welcome to, like, enough.
Do you know the story of the princess?
No, I don't know the story. Okay, that's why I'm watching the trailer. Yeah.
Princess Issa.
Princess Issa.
In myth, she was called the Redeemer.
Oh my god, we love when we tell and don't show. I mean, that's as good as cinema gets, dudes.
I was given memories of a world I will never see.
Well, that's your own problem, dude. Why are you telling me about it? What about the rebel moon? Is the moon, like, gonna rebel anytime soon? Is it, like, leaving the skies, resigning? Is it like, no, I'm sick of doing night shifts, I'm transferring to morning? Like, what?
Loyalty to a king I cannot serve.
Okay, so there's a king.
And love for a child I could not save.
Okay, so the kid needs to be saved. Or like in past tense. So this is someone. We don't know who it is. Okay, but there's a kingdom because there's a queen. And then there's war. And a quest for peace, but it doesn't sound like it's working.
What do you think they want?
They? Is it like a species? Is it like aliens? They.
I found her.
Okay, her. So I'm gonna assume her is the child that we have referenced that could not be saved. And I'm assuming she has like, she's gonna be like mentally scarred, but like also badass because of it. And she's like gone through it. She's seen shit.
I found her. Scargiver.
Scargiver. That's very literal.
I was taught that love is weakness.
I mean, all the soundtrack, like up until now in the trailer, is wordless and lyricless, and then this, something just doesn't sit right here.
There is a difference between justice and revenge.
There's a difference between justice and revenge. Sure.
There is a price to pay for your defiance.
What? Okay, so this girl is probably the rebel. I mean, she's not the moon, but maybe she's a rebel. Maybe like she had something to do with the queen. Maybe she's like a kid of the royalty, but then something happened and she escaped or had to like leave or was shunned at a young age, and now she's like back for revenge or to make things right, to bring peace, but in probably a very violent way.
Shh, one moment. I do love this part.
I don't. This is so corny. Like, the music goes down, boom, a sentence that like, oh my god, this is genius writing. This is like such a good line. So we're gonna make everything quiet for it. Get you ready, get you pumped. I like this part. Oh, I love this part.
I don't want no trouble.
Okay, so a southern accent is now introduced. What are we doing here, guys?
And a man can fail. But a myth is indestructible.
Okay, the myth is destructible. Let me tell you that. The myth and the myths can be very much easily broken when you are introduced to this new concept called reality.
The time has come for all that you love.
Can we get more basic sentences? Really, like, give us more just like empty lines. Are you ready for it?
Protect each other.
We need to be strong together. This is the time.
Show them no mercy.
Those screams again. For what? For why? What's the reason? What was the reason? It gets so annoying that they keep building, but they don't want to get to the crescendo just yet. So they keep on building, and it gets annoying. Just like give us something mellow. Give us something chill.
Who among you is willing to die for what you believe?
Who among you is what? Who is he talking to? Like soldiers? Or like for the peace? Are we fighting for the peace, which is in itself a paradox? Inspirational music, you know, we need it. Sounds like someone's doing construction. Was that a beach? Okay, so I would hear this again to gain more sense of what's going on, but I don't want to because it was that annoying. So what I'm assuming is happening is there's a current king and there was a queen. I mean, it's a dynasty. Now, this rebel woman, girl, lady was shunned, or not shunned, just like kind of taken out of the frame of royalty for some time. Or maybe the royalty of this realm, place, country is more like profiting off of war, and they're like, no, let's keep it up and let's like take people's shit and ruin people's lives if we can. And then she's like, no, mom and dad, I'm woke now and we don't do that anymore. And so she joins the rebels, and then there's this like someone who becomes her mentor, or like a kind of fatherly figure maybe, and he's maybe the one who's like, are you ready? And who's ready to give their life to do this? And she looks up to him because he's like the one who wants peace. I don't know, I guess they're rebels, and she's like, this girl is taking some part in that rebel moon. Okay. When a colony on the edge of the galaxy finds itself threatened by the armies of the tyrannical regent Belisarius, they dispatch a young woman with a mysterious past to seek out warriors from neighboring planets to help them take a stand. Okay, so it's kind of a group of rebels, as I kind of said. She's gathering together the people, which always leads to good scenes, like in Step Up 2, and like when someone's trying to build any kind of crew and they're like going with someone who's like, that's Jamie. He does the sickest flips, but he's kind of stage shy. He has stage fright. And it's like, Jamie, come on, join us. And he's like, I do love doing the flips. Let's see if I can get more. What? When a peaceful colony on the edge of, yeah, I read that already. But what is her mysterious past? Now that is what I want to know. This did not come out yet, but wait. We will find out. Of the mother world, the moon of Veldut is threatened by the forces of the Imperium. The army of the mother world, are we like talking a matriarchy? Because I didn't like sense that coming up in my ears. Okay, so there's this Belisarius, whatever, Cora, a former member of the Imperium who seeks redemption for her past in the leadership of the oppressive government. That's kind of what I said. She was on the government, the oppressive side, and now she's like, wait. So she takes a stand against them, and that's why she's a rebel, and it happens on a moon. So they said, this makes sense. Sure. I thought there was a queen and king, and it would be more like a royalty. I don't know. Okay.
Fullerton Airways.
So this is Love in the Air.
Reading you loud and clear.
Fullerton Airways, if we were to sell, would wipe the debt off our books.
Take care of it.
Kind of sounds like, and by the thumbnail of it, it just has a vibe that it's like a Hallmark kind of shit show, Netflix kind of shit show, where you know exactly what's happening, but you still kind of want to be in denial about it, and be in denial that you're watching it while you're watching it, because you don't want to feel that shitty about yourself and the time you're wasting. So this is called Love is in the Air. So we're assuming Hallmark shit loves to like give it a name that's like spiced up season, and it's something in the fall with pumpkins, and like some woman who works at a bakery, and she makes her own spicy little cookies with with cinnamon and ginger and all sorts of like, and then there's this guy, and he's like gonna close the shop because money, real estate. And then she's like, but my cookies. And he's like, I don't care about your cookie. And then he tastes one, and boom, it sends him back to his mom, giving him a hand job, or something of that sort, of his childhood. And then they connect, they trauma dump about something that doesn't sound traumatic at all. And in the end, they're both happy, married. He is no longer a money-hungry pig. Now he's just like the executive director of the bakery, and she lets him taste all the cookies that she's trying, like new things, and she's like mixing it in a bowl, and he's like taking it, and she's like, that's not ready yet. And he's like, just how I like it, and like wink. And then you see like the camera pan as he goes out, like he's wearing an apron or something, just to like show how committed and like involved he is in this small town love thing. And then he goes, and the camera pans to like the bakery being full, like more full than it ever was, and everyone's laughing, everyone's having a great time, everyone's like holding a hot drink that like fits with the cookie vibe, and he's just like passing between the people and like putting hands on their shoulders and being like, hey Frank, Dolores, you came, how could I miss the special cookies? So someone make that movie, and let's do this, let's make bank. Actually, there are several, if not hundreds, if not thousands of movies like that. So you don't need to.
They're sending someone to do an inspection.
William.
Dana.
You must be Mr. Randall's assistant.
She's pilot, actually.
Oh.
Let's try this shit out.
Strap in.
Okay, Love is in the Air. Didn't expect anything more than that from them.
Sorry, I don't know where to put my hands. I'm going to tap something.
Just put your hands down.
You know, would be interesting if it was about like some girl or some guy, like some girl, maybe like some woman on her birthday. She was like you only live once, and it's exactly like the trope of like she's turning 30 and she feels like she's just like a mess, and all her friends have their ducks in a row and they're like from this small town and they have like their their husbands and their little cute kids, and she's just like helpless. She can't find a man for herself, and it's so sad. And her parents are like, "We're so sad for you, honey." And every time she comes home, it's like a pinch to the heart because her like high school ex that she really loved and she is probably still in love with. And she's like, damn. Okay, so this girl, in an attempt to be like, you only live once, I gotta do this, I gotta live my dreams. And she's got like a to-do list probably with quirky little fun things like watch a movie and an empty like watch a movie in an empty theater while doing a strawberry tasting, smelling face mask with the love of her life. So she's like on an attempt to be like, I don't need no man. I'm gonna do this. Like, you only live once. And she's probably like a successful career woman. And she's been like doing all the shit she had to do. But now she's like, I'm taking a break from my business. And then there's like a minority friend probably. And they're like, yeah, I'll take care of I'll I'll hold the ship. I'll steer the ship. And then I'm just making up movies, and it's not like an ambitious pitch that I'm pitching to you. This is not my elevator pitch, okay? This is the elevator's not working pitch. So anyway, she's like, I'm going skydiving. And her friends are like, what? Are you sure? And she's like inviting one of them, and she's like, oh, I'm pregnant. I can't do it. And she's like, oh, I'm so happy for you. But in her head, she's like, oh my God, I'm so behind, and everyone's like already has a life. And well, so she goes, jumps, and then we're thinking the person who is the instructor, like that's, you know, that you're sandwiched to them and they're like on top of you in a kind of disturbing way. You could say, yeah, she's gonna get with him, right? But I'm gonna say, and then they'd probably hate each other at the beginning. And he's like, I know what I'm doing. And she's like, are you sure? Because I don't want to die. I still need to marry my Prince Charming. And he's like, marriage, haha, cynical. I'm free. I'm a guy. I love living on the edge. He loves extremes. And he does not like to commit to anything. And he's got tattoos. And he's like, yeah, I live for the moment. And then she's like, but don't you believe in love? And that's like falling for you. That would probably be the name. Or diving into it needs to be something with a D. It could be like diving into love, but I feel like it needs to be diving into domestic violence. Let's hope not. Okay, but what I'm saying, it's not the instructor. It's not the instructor doing the free fall, the sky dive. Bam, she falls. The thing does not work. Her parachute, that's the thing. Falls to the ground, bam, breaks half of her body. She's in the hospital. Now you would say, okay, so the doctor is going to be the love interest, like this hot, promising young doctor. And her mom will even like wink to her while she sits next to her at the hospital. And she won't be like talking about how all her limbs are literally broken. She'll be like, that's the man for you. He's a doctor. Look at him. And then she's like, stop, mom. And she's like, if you don't take him, I will. And then the dad is like rolling his eyes while he's reading his newspaper from like, I don't know, 1965. And then no, also not that. So now she's in the hospital, but bam, we find out she doesn't have health insurance. Bam, she gets in horrible, bad money problems. She then finds herself at like government offices and like trying to get things from like you know, people that are supposed to help us people, but they don't like to do that. So then she meets someone there, and he's like he's low paid, and he has like no energy for any shit. And she's like this wide-eyed, like, still, even now that I fell from the sky, I still believe. And then like everyone's like, but can't you see? You have to wake up. You're already 30. And she's like, I can't give up on my dream. I have to believe that real love is real. And then he's like a total downer. And she's just like, I'm gonna settle. And then he's like, fine. Sleeps with her. She's like, okay. Sure, I totally know what I'm talking about. That's for sure. Okay, so now that I've spoken, and probably people have been warned in the span of that time, and people also have left us, so R.I.P. Now let's see this. Hear this. Hear it.
Loud and clear.
London Airways, if we were to sell, would wipe the debt off our books.
Take care of it.
They're sending
Oh my God, sell? Okay, so this is so Hallmark. It's exactly what I said. They're actually really deep. They're talking about capitalism, gentrification, but like only with white people, and about like the big man, and then like the small town that comes together to say, no, we want our ma and pa shop. We want to buy our ice cream from, I don't know, Sarah, our next door neighbor. The big guys are like, no, no, no. But let's see.
someone to do an inspection.
William,
Dana.
you must be Mr. Randall's assistant.
Chief pilot, actually.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn. They said, we coming with the twist. You didn't see that coming. We're going to be something new. You might want to sit down for this. We're going to be feminists. We saw the Barbie movie, and we have decided to join. It's this new thing. It's like totally brand new. We're just a few people. We meet on Tuesdays. At somebody's house. Like, everybody just brings something. So if you can, like, a pie, maybe like something like, a cake or cookies, some appetizers. And we just meet and talk about the importance of women and how important they are. And it's really important. It's an important subject to see like women and be like, wait, it's important to see them. So that's something that we hope you join us on this journey. We know it's strange and it's scary because like you haven't heard of this before, and we're all afraid of these things, but we've got to, we've got to find a way.
Strap in.
Sorry, I don't know what to put.
So she said strap in, so I'm maybe assuming that he's like, maybe they were like, she's the pilot or whatever, and he's the like a subordinate, he's a flight attendant, but I'm guessing he's with her in the cockpit if she's like put your seatbelt on. But then again, she wouldn't need to tell a co-pilot to put his seatbelt on. But then again, she could be saying this to anyone, and this could be just like a thing in the movie because we like need to see her fly and be like, I'm a boss ass bitch, 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 bitch. And then she's like changing gears on the plane or however you do that, playing with the joystick. And then she's like,
My hands are going to touch something. And
Just
it's
put your hands down.
wheels up, boys, we're going.
This is it. Fullerton Airways. Too much, Dad.
The air is my second home. You can trust me. I know this plane like the front of my hand. The sky isn't the limit. Not with me as your pilot. Oh, excuse me, my wings are back here. So he is with her during work. But he could also be okay, so they're selling. What if he's like the boss of the company that wants to buy them, and then he's coming to assess the company because that's exactly how it happens. And then he says, like, I need like to see hands-on if I'm ready to invest or like to buy you out. And for that, I need to see your current workers who I might like fire and won't be relevant anymore in their work because the company is going to say exactly the same when I take over. Whatever. We don't get it. It doesn't make sense. And then he is like, I have to join you now in the cockpit. I have to see how you do things. And she's like, okay. And he like assumes she's a flight attendant at the beginning. And she's like, this is your captain speaking, bitch. So he's like, there's love in the air. Love is in the air, right? To be or not to love in the air. So he's coming to assess this flight, this company. He's criticizing her and they're like annoying each other because he's like the business guy and she like fought her whole life to be like a female in the male dominated industry of flying planes. And she's like, you don't even understand like the work I've put in. And he's like, yeah, but you don't understand the work I have put in. I mean, well, like, I don't want your company to like, you know, go broke. So I think I can do it. Like, I think I can make it better. Whatever. So he's like the boss, maybe, or he's the boss's son, and he was set to do this, and he's like annoyed and kind of like, oh, and then he takes it out on her and she takes it out on him, and she's like, your father is the biatch, and he's like trying to buy us out, and he doesn't even care that we're simple people from a simple town. Look at Jeff. He just moves suitcases all day. He has 15 daughters and they all need to go to college and prom, and he saves every dollar and every single coin he finds in those suitcases when he goes through them to do so, to put them through college. But you don't care about that, do you? Up in your fancy glass castle. If you live in a glass house, maybe don't throw a stone at me. Anyway, and he's like, oh, I hate you, I despise you. I don't even want to do this. I don't even want to be here. And she's like, I don't want to be here either, but we're stuck. And then like, I don't know, the cockpit door doesn't open and they're like forced to stay there. And that's how love begins. But that's not what's happening here, I assume. But there is a love to hate to love, I feel, relationship coming on.
What about you, Will? Do you run a business with your wife?
I'm single.
Interesting.
When do I have time to go on dates?
Oh, it's that girl. It's that girl. And it's that girl. It is literally that girl, that Hallmark girl. And she's like, I am just so busy. I can't put my job aside. And there's like my little brother and my family and the little town we live. And I have to hang up Christmas lights in time for 3 fucking months before Christmas. And I have to carve a pumpkin and put it out in the yard on the deck so people can see we're joining the festivities. I don't have time to date. Yeah, I had time to fucking carve that whole pumpkin out. But I don't have time to date. Like, girl, if that's your excuse, take him on a pumpkin carving date, okay? Let him carve your pumpkin. Let him carve your pumpkin. Why don't you? So she's like that girl, the busy girl, and she's like, I don't have time for it. It's just not on the top of my list of priorities. And then we're like, okay, maybe that's like a nice thing to see, like a lady on TV that has different priorities, and she doesn't have to be like up in the romance biz, although we are watching a rom-com, or maybe a rom without the com. I don't know. She has like one day, like one dinner where she's sitting there and all her friends, or like all the people she sees around her, are in couples, and then suddenly, bam, she changes her mind. She's like, oh my God, I have to have someone. I'm gonna die alone. And she's stressed, and she tells her family about it, blah blah blah. And her friends, she's like, oh my God, I just like realized, like, what if I die alone? So what if you die alone? The main thing is you died. Just be thankful for that. Why am I not watching this trailer at all? Like, I'm not watching it at all, but why am I not like listening to it in a straight line? I'm just stopping every fucking second. I know why that is. That's because I have so much to say about this style of film. It is such a deep, vast, and incredibly complex world. It's a world that has been built for years. And there are so many tropes, places, and holidays. Okay, so let's see. He was saying he was single. She was like, I don't have time to date, so probably doing that.
Don't start getting attached. Shut that place down.
Okay, so don't start getting attached. The wheels on the ground is like a metaphor for home, and she's afraid of commitment, so she flies away. It's like fight or flight. I'm going ding 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 every time. I'm going flight, and I don't care where I'm going. I'm not staying here. I'm afraid of commitment. The wheels up, they're like going up into the sky, disappearing. That's just a metaphor for how like she's afraid to settle down, but she does want to. She does want a place to call home. And even if every day she's up in the air, she wants someone to come back to.
Where else would you rather be?
She has wings, but now she wants roots.
Get yourself home.
People like you don't give a damn about us. You show up, worm your way in.
Oh my God. Was I right or was I right? Was I fucking on point or was I on point? Was I on freaking point or on freaking point? I was on the point. My head's not working anymore. People like you don't get people like us. That's exactly it. She's like probably white. I think she's white by the thumbnail, but now I don't remember. She's probably white and probably blonde, and she's probably like fine. Okay. And she's a pilot, and that means she had, I'm assuming, money to study to be a pilot. And I guess he's a corporate guy, so he doesn't get what she's going through. And who are people like us exactly? Like pilots, like women pilots? Who are you standing up for? I'm not sure. But probably for the flight company that she works in. Which is like, you're being a corporate biatch if you do that too, you know? Like, you're playing its game. Like, we're all little pawns on the capitalism board game.
And take a little holiday.
Guys, can you just get me out?
Cyclone, it's on the way.
I promise.
Oh my fucking God, no. And I was fucking right again. They're gonna get stuck, and it's always a storm. It's the fucking... And somehow everyone else got out of there. And then it's only her and the other guy, and the guy, and the main guy, which probably, I don't remember what he looks like by the thumbnail. What I'm imagining, what I'm picturing here is the most basic ass guy, brown hair, could be anyone. If you squint your eyes a bit and it like gets a bit blurry, he could be anyone, any guy. He could be who it could be. So basically they're like gonna be stuck there. They're gonna be talking about things and like finding out that they both, I don't know, cracked a peanut butter jar on their mom's head when they were young, and now their moms are in a coma together at the hospital, and they can't eat peanut butter anymore because it just brings back so many memories. That's why I was so flustered when the flight attendant passed me with the cart and I saw the Reese's there. And she's like, And he's like, and the fam, babam, the JJ is wet.
I am going to fix this.
If you want something done,
You're not real with this music. I mean, is there a demand for this? Because they keep making these, and so I'm saying, like, there is a demand for this, or are Netflix just like, because there is a demand for them to like continue some shows, right? A lot of shows that they haven't continued. So have they completely like blocked themselves out and said, you know what? The audience are the people who are watching our streaming service. I don't give a fuck about them. We're just doing whatever we want up here in the office. Greg is ordering pizza. We're gonna be here late. And we're just gonna, you know, throw the dice. See what series we do keep and don't. Okay, so I've been doing everything but listening to this trailer.
The last place on earth I wanted to be. No, I don't want to leave.
Why do people have a British accent suddenly? Okay.
Doesn't look like this back home.
We love the on the nose and with the plain sound. Suspicions. Anyways, so here's what I think happens. She is a pilot. Someone's buying the company. The company is probably very like family feeling, like we're not a workplace, we're a family. Oh my god, I'm so tired. Okay, let's get to the end of this speculation. Okay, so she's like super connected, very small townish. I don't know how like being abroad would connect with this, but I do think it's what I said before, that it's a metaphor for not settling down and not committing. And then we get this guy. He's from the corporation. He's a company. He's a suit. He's a bitch. He's an asshole. To them, he's the demon, the devil, the antichrist, the horrible Satan. They're both like annoyed, super over the top annoyed, when clearly this is just like leading to a rom-com end. But then, like, what is he trying to see with her? Like, if she'd be like a good pilot to take with them to the next like company, or okay, so that happens. They get stuck, blah blah blah, fall in love. But what is the conflict part? Like, except the fact that they're mad at each other. They're mad, they're annoyed. Hate to love. Something must happen. I guess like they're still buying the company. And then something, no, that would be too woke to like have something happen where they tell him like, no, she can't fly in our new company. It's just guys. We don't take women here. And then he doesn't stand up for her or something. But in the end, he's like, he comes through. Or maybe just like she's jet setting all around the world and he is too, and then they just like don't find a way to meet, and the paths don't cross, but then he surprises her somewhere. And also, this is literally love in the freaking air, so, and a rom-com, so we assume 135% that there will be an airport scene. I'm assuming 5% or less chance of a cockpit joke about the name of it. I'm assuming, no, I'm not assuming, I'm guaranteeing a happy ending of her and him. And the flight company, I would say, would probably be like this good combination where he doesn't like buy them completely. He like maybe buys shares, and he's like, or he still keeps the family vibe of the company and everyone keeps working there and essentially like nothing changes. So they like buy them with no, it seems like no added value for themselves as investors, but we don't care about rationality or logistics in this bitch. Just about the love that is in the air. So that would be my assumption. But how do they fall in love? I don't know, just by being like pissed at each other. But what connects them? That would be, I think that maybe like a love for flight or something like that, or a love for traveling the world, and then like a fear of commitment, or maybe like feeling like you have no family as a root. Like you have this new family, and that's why the company is so important to her. And he's like focused on work because he also, like, maybe he has parents, but they're disappointed in him that he didn't like go in the career path that they wanted, that was like probably more prestige. So that's my assumption. Now let's read. Delta Goodwhatever leads as a fiercely independent pilot fighting to keep her family business. Oh, it's a family business. That's why they're so close. I did say family. I said family vibe, and we're not a company, we're a family. So, okay, to keep her family business afloat. Okay, when she starts to fall. Of course, for the man sent by corporate to ground her operation forever. That sucks, man. Really, my sympathy with you and just like condolences. I would like to say that with all the good and you know, the help you give, I, on the other hand, have zero fucks to give to you. So sorry, I came empty-handed. Okay, so you're saying it's a family business, but he came from corporate. So it's not exactly a family business. It's a family like franchise, like a specific, because if it was a man sent by corporate from a family business, that would be like your grandpa showing up and he's like, it's time to close this shit up. I'm not dealing with y'all anymore. And you're like, Grandpa, come on. We're barely trying over here. And he's like, I knew I shouldn't have brought you into this world. My semen was just too strong. Yep. But what happens in the end? Let us see if there is even like something of that. Love is in the air, Netflix. What are we doing with our lives? No idea. But what happened, you biased? I want to know. Okay, listen up. What Dana doesn't know is that William's audit of the company is to confirm the business struggles and close it down. However, as William spends time with Donna and Dinah, and the community is torn between his job and his feelings. Sorry, I'm too tired to roll my eyes that far back. We will be doing One Piece. I know this is probably a big gap in cultural knowledge, but I never watched One Piece. No part of it. So let's see. Let's not see. Let's hear about it.
I'm gonna find the One Piece.
Okay, so already we're like, let's put in the name. I guess it's to connect people like me who don't know what the frick is this.
I'm gonna find the One Piece. It's Gold Roger's treasure. He hid it somewhere in the ground.
You're gonna find the One Piece. Just the one? But don't you like want all the pieces? Want a side piece?
More than anything else in this world.
Okay, so we're going adventure movie. Like, I don't know if it's a movie, but or series. But we're going on an adventure.
For as long as I can remember, it's been my dream to become King of the Pirate!
The music is exactly what you'd expect.
But isn't there something that you want? anything else in this world?
Probably that one piece. I don't know. Like, inner peace would be enough for me.
For as long as I can remember, it's been my dream to become King of the Pirates!
King of the Pirates, eh? Some treacherous path.
Okay, so action-packed, adventure. Now, something is dangerous, I'm assuming, with the music up in here.
If the path seems too easy, then you're on the wrong path.
That's not true. Like, if the path is too easy, then just, like, thank your lucky stars and just go on, because you know life isn't gonna be that way going forward. So if something is easy, just go ahead and keep it easy.
Piracy is a scourge upon this world.
Now we got an accent, and we don't know what's up with that.
We'll capture them!
Was that an Irish accent? Like a Scottish accent?
And they will be brought to justice!
Not everyone gets to follow their dreams.
This is
okay, so not everyone is sure.
This is our fight. Until we find the One Piece.
Okay, so is everyone looking for the One Piece? Are the pirates, if they exist, are they looking for the One Piece? And what?
And become king of the pirates.
So we're back to the pirates. Okay, so he does want more than anything to be king of the pirates, but also the One Piece. So he's starting to get a bit demanding, and I don't like that. Like, keep it humble.
Don't tell me you actually believe in him.
I don't need to. He believes in himself.
Where's Straw Hat Luffy?
Oh my god. I don't need to. He believes in himself is literally like every man on a first date that you met. Oh my god. Every fuckboy. And it's like, do you like him? I don't need to like him. He likes himself. Are you in love with him? He's in love with himself.
I'm afraid it's time I ended this.
Okay, just sentences and the music and going up. We've heard this before.
That one?
No, God, this is so annoying to hear. Also, like in headphones. So, like, think about something more like unique. You don't have to do the same thing that all trailers do. Like, it worked. Okay, now let's move on.
That went pretty well. Don't you think?
I heard it. I mean, Netflix has got a good logo, I think. Like, it's not visually pretty, but it's pretty precise. So the story here would be a guy, a boy. We don't know what's going on in his life, but he's gonna go get the One Piece, and I assume that maybe, like, from hearing, you know, them say, like, not everyone can achieve their dreams. Are you sure do you believe in him? Some people around him are skeptical about this. Maybe they don't believe in his magical world. Maybe they do, but they're just, like, afraid to take part in it. They don't want anything to do with it, but he decides that he's gonna go get the One Piece. I'm assuming, okay, or he's like very altruistic and it has something to do with like saving the world, putting peace together, like doing something heroic, or it has a family importance. I feel like maybe his dad left him, and like the One Piece is the one piece left of his cadaver, or just like something tied to his family lineage. And then the pirates, maybe like they have knowledge about it because they are pirates and they were searching for it, but they still haven't found it yet. And then maybe like they want to take it to themselves, but then they understand that this guy, this dude, this boy can help them with it because he has some kind of niche knowledge or kind of like special something, like the chosen one, to help them and him find the One Piece. So there's probably going to be danger on the way, but like based off the sound of the trailer, it sounds very like average and optimistic, like the end is going to be a happy end. So I assume he finds the One Piece, or he finds what really matters, and that's the friendships he made on the way. Let's see. Okay, so One Piece is a legendary high seas quest unlike any other. Luffy is a young adventurer who has longed for a life of freedom ever since he can remember. He sets off from his small village on a perilous journey to find the legendary fabled treasure. One Piece to become the king. Okay, so the One Piece will lead him to become the king of the pirates. Wait. Okay, so it is a Japanese manga series. What? Okay, the story follows the adventures of Monkey D. Luffy and his crew. Where he I didn't say that. Yeah, I said people don't. Like, there are people who don't believe in him, but I didn't think about that he has, like, a gang, a crew, you know? Which would make sense, because you would have more dialogue and more characters to build a dynamic between, and that would be more interesting. It says his crew are already pirates, so he's like a man on the inside. Like, he's building himself up from the bottom. He wants to be the king of pirates, but it's like based on something. He has knowledge and experience. I thought he was just like someone off the street, and he was like, that seems like a job for me. And he never pirated. He explores the Grand Line in search of the mythical treasure known as the One Piece in order to become the next king of pirates. Okay, so the One Piece is basically the way to achieve becoming the king, but why does he want to become king so much? Is he just power hungry? Or is there a point? I bet there is a point. But it's not written here. This was an idea. Was it a good one? I don't know.